twice in order to plant this not exactly large field. You can't see. Okay, there we are. Maneuver that slightly over there, and actually I'm gonna there is probably the best place for it. Just so there's enough of an overlap that we didn't miss any. That looks good. Okay, so he should continue doing that bit of the field while we continue doing this on this field. Anyway. So I'm not actually sure what time Mrs. Osa's expected home today. She doesn't have the kids with her this week, so that's less of a distraction while she's cleaning the church. But they're also not there to help, so it's sort of 6 of one, half a dozen of another as to whether having them with her is quicker or actually takes longer. But we'll have them again, I think, next weekend. I must admit, I don't know what's going on. We are considering vacation time for us, but the problem is with all the court stuff going on, and Mrs. Osa still, while she's recovered from her illness from the last 2 years, she's not at 100%. It's very tiring doing stuff, so she's not as active as she used to be. And she has to go for checkups, and some of those checkups are, I have to drive. She can't drive herself. And so for those, I have to take time off, and I have to take time off for the court, and I have to take time off for a lot of other things, like my medical things, which I haven't done much in the way of medical visits in the last 2 years, because I've been dealing with Mrs. Osa's medical issues. And it's sort of, oh, we want you to come in and see us in September. Yeah, that's not going to be possible because we have a kid, and Mrs. Osa's going to be in the hospital for half the month. Can we put it off? And it's sort of, yeah, okay. And then they never got back to me until this year. So, yeah, it's the way things happen. But I do not have a lot of vacation time this year because we're still recovering from all the time off I had to deal with my medical visits or Mrs. Osa's medical visits. However, now that that's stabilised, my next sort of vacation income point is when? Is next, or it's actually in September, which happens to be Mrs. Osa's birthday month, so potentially there will be we'll be able to take some time off for her birthday. But for right now, I'm just not able to do much in the way of oh, you toad. you know, I don't have a lot of banked time off. So what Mrs. Osa wants to happen and what we're actually able to do together is kind of out there a bit. Okay, I think... Oh, okay. Keyboard bounce and... Well, okay, we're going that way. That's fine. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat, you can float it that way. This is going to overlap at this point, so he's going to say he's done as soon as he hits the end here. Or not. Where are you going? Oh, smart worker. This is the bit what I missed. I'm going to do it now. Good. Or something. Okay, so apart from that little corner over there, this field is done. I will do that little corner manually. And then I think we'll take this back to the yard. I'm going to need to put the seed back in the seed silo, which is not going to be a problem. Look at that. We still got 18,000 money. So we chewed up quite a bit. No, we didn't actually. We leased the seeder, which is perfectly fine. We were planning to do that anyway. Now you're done. Yes. So, and I'll look at the map when we're done here. Make sure we've got full coverage again. Go. So, corn planted. As I said, I think corn is quite a late harvest, so it's going to be a while before we get to play thing with this. Oh, don't we have canola, soybeans to sell somewhere? I don't think I've sold the soybeans yet. I don't know what month we're supposed to sell those. Nope, that's a planted piece, so that's good. Let me check that. We have soybeans. And June. So we're in May. Are we in May? Yes. Okay, so next month we get to sell the soybeans. And why does it look like I've missed a bit down here? Because maybe I did. Okay, drop that down. And I'll head up the side here. And hopefully this will be almost done. No, not quite. You know what? That was a complete waste of a run, because I didn't plant anything. I tell you, my side panel is getting a little bit old and a little bit unreliable. which is what the problem is there. Is it's just not. It's not registering button presses, and so things fail to turn on, things fail to detach or attach or unfold, or all of the things. So tiny bit there didn't get done. There you go. And it's one of the reasons why I don't turn things off when I do a loop around like this. And just a little bit further, like right about here. It's lowered itself correctly. But yeah, chances are if I turn it off, I'll lower it and then it won't turn on when I press turn it on again. Oh, look. The windrower thinks he's done. I think he probably missed an awful lot of bits. So this seeder will go back once we're done. Well, we'll unload it and then we'll send it back. And then we'll tidy up the arable yard and see what's going on next. And we are done. It's got a slow fold, this thing. Oh, I was going to look at the coverage, see what's what. Missed a bit right there. Other than that, that is all corn. So let's get that unfolded. We'll turn it on. This bit here is what didn't get planted. So we'll do that. And we are done. Yay, done. Fold it up and take it home. So tractor's fine. Doesn't need a service, doesn't need fuel. We didn't hit the shrubbery this time. Get it back to the yard. I'll unload the... 331 seed. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. I was thinking what I really want to do right now is combine the pallets, but I don't have to combine the pallets because return. Because we don't have to combine the pallets. The reason we normally have to combine the pallets is because I have stacks of pallets around the farm and I really don't like 10 pallets with 100 litres of seed when I could just have one pallet with 1,000 litres of seed. However, not on this farm we don't. So let's pull this over here and I could have put it next to the... No, actually I'm not going to. I was going to say I could put it next to the spreader, but no, that's where the sprayer goes, so I'll put it in this shed for now. And gets all the seeding done until after the harvest. So yay for that. Drop that there. What do I want to load this with? Oh, I want the roller. I was going to check. I did buy the roller. And I needed to, because it has to be reconfigured for mulching and rolling. Probably not going to use it as a grass roller, although that also is an option. But put this in here, load that on, and we'll go make a corn seed bed, I do believe. Sorry, car. And then what? Well, then the corn's planted. June we'll come back and we'll deal with weeds. We'll deal with fertilizer, and then we will leave it till harvest time, I guess. Let's put you there and turn on the worker. Make sure he gets started, and then she gets started, and we'll go clean up the yard because that needs done. And there you go, nice rolled seed bed with the corn. You're not done. Yard cleanup time. So the only thing I put on this loader is pallet forks, because the only thing I'm really using this loader for is to put seed and solid fertilizer back in the tank. And for some reason I can't do a direct unload with solids. I can do a direct unload with liquids, so long as I've got the liquid fertilizer phasing the right way when I do the unload. So that's what we're going to do here. I didn't even notice how much seed I had in that. There's probably 900. That's 331. And then there's 1,000 in the last one. And we'll put this away again. Then I need to finish up the rowing, and we will be, I guess, done for the day. I'm going to need food, because food is nice and I like food. Oh. That seed pallet might be in exactly the wrong place, but worst comes to the worst, we can always come at it from this side. Or not. Or just completely... Dude, what are you doing? Come on. There we go. And lift. And drive. I could get a little shed to put this thing in over here, so it really doesn't have to wander far. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty, and it looks like the roller's finished. I doubt that. So, seeds all in storage, ready for next year, well, this year's planting, after the harvest. nice. I can actually see it through the roof. Okay, stick it in drive, turn the engine off, go find this dude who is having arguments with posts. Of course he is. You didn't even make it once down the field. Okay. That's a little unfortunate. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a row along the bottom here so that, and this roller is really wide, so that it's no longer a problem. So yeah, that is a corn row. Lower that. I'll drive straight across, and then once we've got this in place, obviously, I can put this back on a worker, and it won't have so many problems with the hedge at the end of the field, or the posts in the hedge at the end of the field more precisely. So, you are good. And I will put us back over here. So that it doesn't get totally messed up. Or I'll just crash into a post, why not? Yes, that's an awesome plan. I am going to replace those hedges. Absolutely. Might do that off camera this week. Not that we're coming back to this field now until harvest. Well, we are, but... Okay, worker, go. It's a different person. Whoa, and it's dusty. Zoom back, and that looks like it's doing a fine job. So, back to Massey Ferguson, and what is going on here? I have no idea what's going on here, because it looks like I've got rows at some angles and not at other angles. But again, this is going to be an intensely manual operation as we tidy up what didn't get done on this field. Oh, is that actually a thing? So this is the end of the field I want to be on when we finish. I only managed 3 rows, so there's that. Or is it? No. This is not the end of the field I want to be on. Okay, do that. Lift that up, and I guess the next row is gonna be that one. Stick it on a worker, jump out, and get out of his way. So yeah, this here you can see where I've tedded or cut and rowed, and the row is beyond the end of the field when it comes to baling it. That's the problem here. Okay, he's run off. So the roller's working, the tedders, no, the windrow is working. Where is the roller? There's the roller. The roller is stopping well short of the hedge, so no problem there. And he turned the right way, so, or she turned the right way, so that's going to end up doing the rest of that. It's round about game midday. I may do a few more contracts this afternoon. maybe not real world afternoon, but this game day afternoon. Not sure if I'm going to let the game progress to June for next week's episode, or whether I'm going to do some more contracts on camera. I don't know. I mean, we're going to do contracts in June as well. Let's have a look at what happens in June. Calendar. June is a very quiet month when it comes to harvesting. However, we are going to be able to cut our grass, and the cows are going to want to eat it. So that is probably going to be a thing. Oh, there we go. Grass is cut in April. So no grass in May, March. April is the first cut. We can do a cut in June. Now July is when we can harvest wheat, barley, canola and oats. I do believe we have some of each. Maybe. We might not have wheat. We have canola, 3 fields. We have barley, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have... Do we have oats? Yes. 50 and 49 are oats. So we have 2 fields of oats. We have 57. What the hell is 57? No. 50 and 40. No. 57, 54 are oats. Those 2 are oats. So there'll be a lot of harvesting come July. But for right now, there isn't so much. Let's go to the next one, and it says needs rolling, and we are successfully rolling this field. So this field is neutral when it comes to all the stuff. We didn't mulch it. We couldn't mulch it. It wasn't in a state that allowed us to mulch it. So that's a thing. But yeah, I think most things are looking good. As I said, once we've harvested 51, I'm probably turning that back into grass as quickly as I can. 53, I don't think I can afford right now, is... Oh, yes, indeed. It's also at a premium, 50% over the market value. But still, 120,000. That's not happening anytime soon. However... we do have all of the soybeans to sell next month, which could net us 80, close to 100,000 in straight income. We're making 40,000 from tomatoes and butter every month, so potentially we could be looking at 200,000 in the bank at the end of, or sometime during next month. Over here, what didn't happen on this field? This field did not get mulched. And the reason was, okay, 30, 64 and 60, we bought all of those fields this year. They'd already been harvested, they'd already been prepared for seeding, so we couldn't mulch them. All of the fields that we have established on the farm obviously have been mulched. So that's a good thing. Money, we still have no debt. That's good. The cows have eaten 30,000 litres of food in the last 2 hours. So I need to keep a very close eye on that, because if that goes down too fast, I'm going to have to go and buy some maize and silage maize and grass silage bales, and mix them up and throw them in the cow feeder. So that's something I must keep an eye on as the day progresses, because I cannot afford for the cows to run out of food, because then they become unprofitable. But for right now, I think I am going to wish you all a good day. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. And for now, I am out of here. Have fun, everyone.